Hi there.
Hey,
What's up?
welcome
Or welcome back.
Here are
the motherfucking
new nails.
Alright, so we are starting with a blank canvas. I just finished taking off my last set. I basically popped them all off because it was time. So I went ahead and, prepped and primed my nails basically off camera. And these nail tips I've used in probably like most of my recent sets, and they work really well. I like the tapered square shape that they have to them, and I got them on Amazon for a pretty good price. So I'm just going to go in and drill the corners down and just kind of roughen them up a little bit so that everything adheres better. Now I'm going to go in with my base gel. This is pre-Polygel, and this is going to be a full Polygel set today. I wanted to do a really glam set, but at the same time I kind of wanted to keep things like neutral and calm and cool, so I decided to just kind of freestyle with it. And as soon as I went to use my Polygel, I noticed that I hardly had any white Polygel left, so it doesn't really matter. I'm still just going to use like a white gel paint on top, but for now I'm going to go in with Misty Rose. That's the shade of my Polygel. When I originally bought my Macart Polygel kit from Amazon, it came with all different shades of pink, and for the most part they're all pretty neutral, almost clear. I love the look of it just plain, but of course I do want to paint on top of it. Now whenever I use gel on top of Polygel, it still just looks so good. And that's why I kind of just been using neutral colors as my base and painting on top of that. But in the near future here, I want to get new colored Polygel. And I don't know if I want to get like Macart or another brand, but if you have any ideas, comment them below. The Macart Polygel seems to work really, really nice. I've had it in a little bit of sun exposure. I've kind of had it in cold temperatures as well from leaving it in the car overnight whenever I took it to do somebody's nails, and it still just works fine. It's not clumpy, it doesn't get gooey, it's really perfect, and the easiest thing for me is just squeezing it right out of the tube onto my nails. So after I had my first coat of Polygel done here, I went ahead and did a second coat just to build up my apex. After the Polygel's all cured, that's when we're gonna go ahead and file these babies, drill them down, just shape them to perfection. And this tends to take me a long time. Every time I'm always trying to perfect my shape, and this set actually turned out probably like the best I've ever done. Trust me, I still don't necessarily know what I'm doing with nails. I have just learned from the past, and I think I'm getting better at it. But even sometimes after 2 coats of Polygel, I go in with a third and just patch up some spots. It's also pretty hard to try your best to become ambidextrous when doing your opposite hand. So I'm trying to get better at it, but that's why lately in a lot of my videos, I just show you guys my one hand that I know I can do good, and then, do my other hand off camera. As a lash tech, I've learned to use my left hand more often, and I can do it whenever I'm doing lashes, but just painting and trying to do designs with nail polish, it's hard, but definitely getting better at it. And I think, again, this set is probably my best set that I've ever done, so just wait until you see the final product. As you can see now, I have my first layer of my white paint on, and you're probably thinking, what am I doing right now? But I'm going in with a buffer, because everybody knows this for the most part. When you put on white nail polish, it is so quick to show you any screw-ups, bumps and bruises on your acrylic or your Polygel or whatever. Even just painting regular nails, regular nail polish, white is just, it shows you your mistakes, So since I'm not working with white Polygel, I wanted to buff out that first layer just to smooth everything down and really perfect them. It really helped having that white on there versus just looking at them clear, if you know what I mean. Looking at my collection, whenever it comes to designing, I didn't have the color I wanted, so we're gonna do our best and try and make it. I just have this alligator greeny blue kind of color in my head, like a deep aqua. I don't even know how to describe it, but I mixed this for quite some time and it turned out pretty close to what I had in my head. Now the idea is a runny marble type alligator spotty look. And I think the best idea is to probably go in with this top coat so that it's wet and we're not gonna cure it. Then I'm gonna take my dotting tool. I thought it would be the easiest for this. And I'm just grabbing our blue color that I made and slapping it on there. I'm gonna do dots down the center and dots on the outside. So basically 3 lines of dots and kind of let it work its magic. If you know what I mean, with that wet top coat underneath, it should start to slide around and kind of just create a cool, messy, tie-dyed effect. Since I already have a layer of top coat underneath my design, I just don't feel like topping it off again. So I'm just gonna cure these once and then they'll be good to go.